Welcome to ADGUniverse, NXT. Kicking out the show, messing up my words. Here we go, let's go. We about to go hard though here in NXT tonight. King of the Ring continuing, and we got superstars from SmackDown and Raw here for King of the Ring. So you're going to see some fantasy matchups and more. I don't know if this is a fantasy matchup, but Andre Chase getting an opportunity here for King and Queen of the Ring. Of course, for the King of the Ring side of things right here. And it is going down. Still representing that Chase U. Here in ADGUniverse, some of the same competitors are still in Chase U. Thea Hale, for example, still in Chase U. Rumor has it, even my man Duke Hudson still in Chase U. But they still want to be a part of Chase U if this man get demolished by the United States champion. But there's nothing to be embarrassed of. No one is expecting Andre Chase to win the title here tonight. No one's expecting Andre Chase to go on in King and Queen of the Ring. So it will be a miracle, even more so than when I feel Kiana James defeated AJ Lee. Did I just say AJ Styles? AJ Lee on SmackDown. As you guys know, I haven't called ADGUniverse some time. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is going down. Expect more episodes during the holiday. Definitely. I also want to do a Christmas show. I want to do a Christmas show. We'll see what happens with that. Solo Sikoa, his eyes that gazed open. Solo Sikoa has been one of the best champions. We talked about being on a hiatus with ADGUniverse, and then during the comeback, Solo Sikoa proved to be one of the most dominant champions when it came to those that were left over from years ago, and proved that he still had what it takes. And here tonight, facing a new upcoming talent like this, he's gonna also prove that he has what it takes. Solo Sikoa with a big win at Backlash France over LA Knight, continuing to hold the scene over. Now, I want to address the room about the other workhorse title, the Intercontinental Championship, not only for the men but for the women. Trust and believe on SmackDown, Julia will be putting that title on the line against the competitor that beat her to be a part of King of the Ring in Jade Cargill. That way we can continue to do the thing with the titles on the line in King and Queen of the Ring. Now there will be some titles that will not be on the line in King and Queen of the Ring, such as the NXT titles. Although competitors of NXT will be on there, their set titles will not be on the line. Though tonight, unless it's two NXT superstars, it will not be on the line. For example, tonight, but I'm gonna be quiet and explain this in a minute. I'm gonna pay respect to these competitors.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Okay, so now that these competitors are ready and the title match is about to be underway, it looked like I already forgot what I was going to say previously. I'm sorry, I'm old. I'm in a rush, and anxiety is killing me today because I have so many things I have to do this evening. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I have to get prepared for that. I have to cook dinner. I have so many things I need to do, and it is going down. I also keep forgetting to take the hood off before these shows, and I do apologize for that. It does kind of ruin the immersion a little bit. I do apologize. Some don't matter, some do care, but you see Solo here with the chops. Okay, I was talking about the title. So the tag, like the titles of NXT will only be on the line if two people from that said show are in the King of the Queen ring matchup. Like tonight, you will see Axiom take on, oh my God, Tony D. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Take on Tony D, and those two will have the title on the line. So Axiom title will be on the line tonight. He was set to get that title shot anyway. So we'll just have one of those advance into King of the Ring, because we want the best superstars of all shows in there, and we want to get the biggest opportunity and the biggest push of a lifetime to the ADGUniverse roster. And this will be the biggest King of the Ring ever. And who knows, in future years, if we continue this thing, that will still happen. I know it's been and I've been saying this every episode, because you've been getting episodes every other week or 2 or 3 weeks. And we need to do shows every other day, and it hasn't been happening. It just haven't been the time, man. It just haven't had the time. Y'all know how I am. It's because I do too much knowing I don't be up. And, you know, sadly, I may have to take a look at maybe canceling some things. And I don't want to do that again. And I definitely don't want to do it with this show, because this show is something that I really like doing. I am a big fan of simulation, and I can't believe these two are still chain wrestling here. Solo Sikoa and Andre Chase, and the fans are kind of probably getting tired of this, but like I said, I'm a big fan of progression, of RPG elements, you know, drawing and building, setting up builds and seeing people grow in careers and in video games, whether they're RPGs, whether they're sports games. It's another reason why I like Madden Ultimate Team. The ability to see a team grow their stats. You know, a lot of people don't realize you do that in universe mode. You are building. You know, once that guy's momentum grows and everything, they could get to be one of the best players in the game. You know, there's still people out there that don't understand that the power rankings mean something to you. I've been meaning to do a video on universe mode, because I really think one of the problems with universe mode is top creators, because top creators don't support universe mode. The guys that do support universe mode, usually they don't get invited out. They have like 1 or 2 people to get invited out for universe mode. But most of the top creators of universe mode, they don't. Oh man, big move there by Solo Sikoa from the top rope here. And I know we're supposed to be talking about the action King Ring. We're supposed to be talking about Solo, Andre Chase. But like I said, to me, it's only a matter of time before Solo puts this thing away. I think Solo's been playing with his food. He needs to go ahead and eat. Eat, Solo, eat. Oh, he might be about to. Samoan Spike. That could be it right there. How did Andre Chase kick out of the Samoan Spike? And now. But that just shows you the heart and determination of Andre Chase. Real talk, Andre Chase came very close to being our first NXT champion in such a long time. Another reason why Axiom is going to have to defend that title pretty often if he doesn't, you know, keep the title here tonight, because Axiom has a contract to SmackDown, as you guys should know. We are the realest wrestling simulation ever, and he needs to go to that show. The same thing going on with Drew McIntyre, who holds the Intercontinental Championship. Another reason why he needs to lose that title, because that title needs to go to another show, and it needs to go back to Raw. That's where it needs to go. But right now, oh my goodness, spinning Solo. But if he keeps playing around Andre Chase might shock the world here tonight. Andre Chase is doing better than LA Knight did. And now Andre Chase, his strategy to work over Solo early, do some amateur wrestling, do a little mat wrestling with Solo Sikoa, probably took Solo out of his game. And if Solo don't turn this thing around soon, Andre Chase, oh my God. We about to have a teachable moment on the Bloodline leader. Oh God. Oh God. That was so close. People gonna respect Andre Chase's name after tonight. Top rope, Solo Sikoa. Here we go. Oh, I was already expecting Andre Chase, but I didn't think he was gonna do this good. I'm getting word from the 2K board of directors that this matchup has reached 3 stars. Don't forget you can use the hashtag ADGUniverse to find more great episodes of ADGUniverse. And if you're feeling kind of froggy, want to go and throw back and help me out on my revenue, make sure you also check out ADGUniverse X, a legendary limited time series that was something else. And I think actually made me enjoy WWE 2K20, which is probably the reason why I don't completely hate WWE 2K20 like others. I didn't agree with some of those crazy stories, just like I don't agree with some of the crazy stories of the island, which reminds me of WWE 2K22, but it can still be fun. And now Andre Chase against the ropes, in danger. Solo Sikoa looking to grab him up. No, he doesn't grab him. Another Irish strip this time. Andre Chase, no, reverse. And like I said, Solo needs to be careful here. Andre Chase is filming here tonight. He's got the spirit going, and he could shock the world here. Andre Chase taking down Solo, and oh my God. Side effect from Andre Chase. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can we see a shocker here in King of the Ring? Double arm face buster. Teaching Solo Sikoa a lesson. Oh my God. Andre Chase just won the United States Championship. Solo did not advance in King between the ring. How he's gonna explain this to the bloodline? How he's gonna explain this to anyone? He just lost to Andre Chase. And like I said, this is what I love about Universe Mode, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. The same can happen in professional wrestling any set night. Anything can happen, though a lot of times we don't see that happen, but it can happen on any set night. And we just seen Andre Chase shock the world right here at NXT, one of the biggest moments this season. Andre Chase just made history for himself and for NXT. Oh man. His plan, I think, was to wear down Solo early, put Solo on his level, take Solo out of his game, and it worked. Andre Chase is the United States champion. Who would have thought such things would have happened here tonight? And man, now I'm even more excited for the rest of the night. Congratulations, I can't believe I'm saying, to Andre Chase, the new United States champion of ADGUniverse. That's gonna also give him a SmackDown, a partial SmackDown contract, and an entry into King and Queen of the Ring. This is crazy. Congratulations, Andre Chase. Congratulations. Oh man, so after that, we got 2 NXT superstars that are going places. For Tatum Paxley, it's the North American Championship where she's going currently. I just don't know what to say, man. Tatum Paxley is on the road to taking on not only, you know, the champ. I'm sorry that I'm having a hard time with my commentary tonight. Taking on the champion, JC Jane. But, you know, JC asked me, like, why isn't she getting the opportunity? You know what, JC, maybe I'll send you down to SmackDown, give you an opportunity as well, because you are the champion. She said, does Tatum get an opportunity? Why doesn't she get an opportunity? JC, I'm going to try to make that happen for you on SmackDown. Stay tuned for that. Tatum Paxley, though, gets her entry right now as King and Queen of the Ring continues for these 2 lovely ladies of NXT. And also, because Tatum Paxley is the #1 contender currently to JC Jane's championship, that means if Mrs. Parker wins here tonight, she would be added to the championship matchup, making the upcoming championship matchup a triple threat. And that's something that I'm sure JC Jane does not want to happen. Now, JC's title, when she goes to SmackDown, will not be on the line, and because she'll be probably facing another SmackDown superstar. So if I'm able to make that happen, that's what's gonna probably happen. Okay? Just say the NXT titles will only be on the line if they're facing another NXT superstar. Also, do not forget the updated brackets should be on Challonge. I'm not sure how updated they are, but I try to update them regularly after each show. I don't update them during the show, I update them after the show. As Miss Parker comes to the ring, oh yeah, it's about to go down. You know, the women's division right now in NXT, they know they're getting big time opportunities. Fallon Henley here tonight, she gets a big time opportunity in Charlotte Flair. And you wonder if these NXT superstars will continue to shock and awe us, as it will be NXT versus SmackDown again tonight. Charlotte Flair, baby. Charlotte Flair and Fallon Henley. I don't know if that's the biggest fantasy matchup, but it's definitely a matchup that you don't see on every night. Seeing NXT in the main roster combined. Collide, you know what I'm saying? You don't see that. You don't really see that. The fans so excited here, chanting NXT, and why not, man? We've had already a crazy night here tonight, seeing what happened earlier, and now the hood goes away weirdly, or maybe I don't know why it's doing it. I was not playing in the other matchup, I promise you. And now we got some more chain wrestling here. We've been seeing that a lot across ADGUniverse, man. These moments early on in the matchup, and all these wrestlers know that sometimes you got to take it back to the basics. Sometimes you got to see if you can wear down your opponent in other ways possible early, and just show who's exactly the better wrestler. Even though sometimes it comes down to brawling and striking, you got to sometimes show that you're the better wrestler. And Jada Parker, though, she'll take it to the streets. I think she shot Tatum Paxley here tonight by doing this. Remember, an opportunity at the title is also on the line, so this matchup is also, at least for Jada Parker, a #1 contenders match. Tatum Paxley is already qualified to be a contender. But for Jada, if she can beat the contender here tonight, on the ADGUniverse rules, she will also become a contender. So you don't want that match to come a triple threat Paxley. You know what to do. You want to move on. You want to be a part of King and Queen of the Ring. You know what to do, Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley, definitely someone who can get it done. She's already showed her prowess. This could be another one in a row. Look at that athletic ability of Tatum Paxley. Just showing how she can get a little upward, you know what I'm saying? Showing she got the ability to get a little fly, that she can leap, that her vertical ability is something else. Even though she's not at the top rope, we can see something fly here. Oh, nice drop kick there. It didn't really connect all the way, so it wasn't that nice, but it looked nice. But Miss Parker took it like a boss, and now Miss Parker looking so what time here is, oh, you hit the switch, she can make the ass drop, you know what I mean? Here we go into the cover, and it looks like right now this is all Miss Parker. And we get a little of that hypnotic. All right, after the corner code breaker, but she isn't playing. Miss Parker is not playing here tonight. Up top goes Miss Parker, double axe handle. She don't need to play around with her food though. She does not need to do that at all. We seen what happened to Solo. These competitors here in ADGUniverse do not play. The reversal from Tatum Paxley, the #1 contender for a reason. Like I said, she is the #1 contender, and these ADGUniverse superstars, these pro wrestlers do not play. But oh, running elbow from Miss Parker. An elbow that was straight from the hood, baby. Straight from the streets. And now she's looking for it. Talking that smack. And a little hypnotic. No, she missed it. And now here comes Tatum Paxley with that comeback. Off the ropes. Cross body. I talked about the vertical of Tatum Paxley. That's something that you gotta look out for each and every single night. And there it goes again. Standing corkscrew splash from Tatum Paxley, but Mrs. Parker with the kick out. And we about to see something fly again from Tatum Paxley. Off the ropes. The missile drop kick does connect this time. And she looking to finish this woman up here. Oh my God. Tatum's twisted maneuver. She wins here tonight. And she's going to be going on to King and Queen of the Ring. And I don't think now JCJ, she doesn't like it. Now she's trying to one up. She's jumping Mrs. Parker. And now these two who's going to be going at it soon for the North American Championship are getting it on here tonight. And what does the future hold for these two as well? Thank you guys for watching ADGUniverse NXT. And we have more women's action here tonight. Our main event, Gunther versus Femi, in a definite match up of fantasy proportions. A dream match for the fans right here in NXT in our main event. Fallon Henley versus Charlotte Flair though. And it looks like JC Jane is going to be in the corner of Fallon Henley. Charlotte Flair should have brought some backup here tonight. It should have. I'm just saying. But JC, I just thought about something. What happens if you have to face your partner in King of the Ring if I put you in? But you know, this little matchup gives me a little plan. What if we also do the same? We put Alexa Bliss versus JC Jane. I don't think Alexa had a shot yet. We could do Alexa versus JC Jane on SmackDown. Stay tuned for that to see if it actually happens. It could be Fatal Influence. How about to say Toxic Attraction? It could be Fatal Influence versus the Frenemies, or whatever they are. If they are friends anyway, whatever they are. But Charlotte Flair back here on NXT. You guys know Charlotte Flair spent a ton of time down here in NXT. She helped put NXT on the map. One of the first women of the NXT Women's Championship beginning era, from the golden days of NXT, for the pioneering days of NXT. Back here tonight. Let's talk about it. Put some respect on Charlotte Flair's name. You know, that's what Charlotte Flair has done lately in professional wrestling, from being hated on to now being one of the most beloved superstars in the women's division. With the help of Alexa Bliss as her tag team partner, she's managed to get the fans on her side. And, you know, here tonight, you got to think they're definitely going to be on her side against the likes of Fallon Henley. Which, by the way, how did she get this shot anyway? Because, you know, they're telling me that she belongs at the top of the division and she's one of the top people in the power rankings. And I'm like, who in the world put her there? It had to be the 2K board of directors, because I don't think she belongs there. But she's up there for sure. I don't know how that happened. And here we go. You gotta wonder if JC Jane's gonna get involved here tonight. Once again, this matchup is a King and Queen of Ring matchup. One of these ladies will advance in Queen of Ring. We've seen Tatum Paxley actually make that shot earlier tonight. I'm sure JC Jane doesn't like that. Yeah, she acted like she wanted to prove that she could beat up on Mrs. Parker too. But at the same token, has Tatum found a new friend, a new ally against the likes of Fatal Influence with Mrs. Park? But I don't want to say too much about Fallon, because Fallon was at the top. She competed against the top women's superstars for a shot at the women's championship. She did not win the women's championship, but at the same token, you got to put some respect on her name. And I know I've been saying that a lot tonight, but you got to. And also, coming soon, the Speed Championship will be a part of ADGUniverse. That's right, the men and women will compete in our own version of the Speed Championship matches. Stay tuned for that. That will be coming very soon. And now JC, what in the world? JC just threw a bad in. I don't think the ref sees it. Well, okay, he sees it now. We should have known JC was going to get involved. We have reached the halfway point here, though, in NXT. This is our mid-match of the show. The men will be taking over the rest of the way with a championship matchup up next, as well as a tail of the tape on Axiom before the matchup. And after the tail of the tape, the great matchup itself, followed by a fantasy matchup at the end, Gunther versus over Femi. That is gonna go so hard. That is gonna go so hard. But like, look at Fallon here going toe to toe with the Queen, looking to do what Andre Chase did here earlier tonight and shock the world. We've had a lot of shockers in this King and Queen ring. That's why I'm wondering what's gonna happen. An exposed turnbuckle there. And I don't know if this is smart. Get into a strike battle, a chop battle with the Queen, Ric Flair's daughter. You don't want to do that. Miss Ashley might put them chops on you, bro. Or should I say, gal, Queen. Oh man, the drop kick there. If you do good though in this matchup, if you finally hit it, win or lose, you will put names on you, you know. And I'm gonna be honest, there's another lady that made a big debut that I am forgetting about, and I didn't even put on the card here tonight, and that is Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe with a big victory over Jordan Grace in her debut. They had a big matchup a couple weeks ago on NXT. And for me to forget about her is insane. But I will say this, Blake, if I don't get you in King and Queen of the Ring, there will be an opportunity for you down the line for something. I do promise you that. Just keep doing what you're doing. Jordan Grace, you didn't do that bad either. Just when opportunities are granted to you, just make sure you deliver. Like Charlotte Flair just did. She delivered with the natural selection, and there's no upset here. Charlotte Flair, the Queen herself, is now officially in Queen of the Ring. Charlotte Flair joins some incredible superstars for a chance to be the ADGUniverse Queen of the Ring.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
So happy for this woman. Congratulations, Charlotte Flair, in your placement in Queen of the Ring. All right, that's going to take us to our matchup for the NXT Championship. But before we even talk about that, let's take a look. No, that's the wrong thing right there. This is the Did You Know about Axiom. So when it comes to Axiom, ladies and gentlemen, he is the ADGUniverse NXT champion. He shot everyone in his debut on ADGUniverse NXT, winning the NXT championship. In winning the championship, he made enemies of Tony D'Angelo and Femi, who are in main events right now as well. But Axiom is still considered an underdog despite his big championship win. And that leads us to tonight's matchup. And it looks like it's going to go a little cray-cray, because it looks like they got some of their old buddies in their corner. Not cornea. In their corner. So Fraxium in the building here tonight. And it looks like the family is together, at least for one more night. I thought I changed it to the other intro, but I guess I didn't. I do apologize. I think I think it's doing this because, well, I think it's doing this because he's coming. This is a singles match. But can Axiom get it done here tonight? I'm kind of hoping he does, because it's time for him to go to the other show. I want to see what he's going to do on the main card. And honestly, I'm a big fan of the Don. And the Don make some good valid points. I'm surprised he didn't win it when he did, you know, when he had the chance to. Interesting, the Don also made his return to WWE's NXT. I need to darken that beard up. That's what I need to do. But then when the Don's in the ring, though, whatever you know, you can forget about it, because he will change the game on you. He will make you forget everything you thought you knew about professional wrestling once he hits you and showcases his power in the ring. And you see, Stacks has the North American Championship. The family could have all the gold. Tony D chance here tonight as well.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo. And his opponent from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, the NXT champion, Axiom.
Remember this matchup, as you're about to see, and probably won't be able to forget because it's gonna be on the screen the entire time, is a matchup for King and Queen of the Ring as well. One of these superstars will qualify. Tony said that he would win this matchup by submission. We'll see if he can actually do that here tonight. But you know, Tony, what you need to do is just win the match. That's what you need to do with it. All these other promises, you don't need to go by these promises. But if you do, I mean, that's cool too, but you do not have to do these promises. You know, earlier on tonight, I was talking about how I need to do a universe mode video and how a lot of people, technically, I feel like the reason why we haven't gotten many changes in universe mode is because 2K listened to the top creators. And I'm going to be honest, the top creators, they're entertaining. I like them, okay? But their ideas are weird. A lot of their ideas and what they like are weird. I will explain that in another video. And it doesn't even really, their views don't even line up with 2K's, yet they still follow them. If you know what I mean, like listen to them. But I bet you half those creators don't even know about these promo challenges in the game in universe mode, or what they do, or what effect they have on your universe. They don't know. You win these challenges, you get even more extra stuff. You get even more extra stats than normal when you win these challenges. So it really helps your momentum. You get special, you know, extra things as far as your badges and things like that. It's not really, they're not even really called badges. I forget what they call in this mode, but yeah. What? Nathan Frazier just put a kendo stick in the ring. That's what Fraxian doing now? Kick out from Tony D. Tony want to make short work of the current NXT champion. Axiom wants to show, regardless of where he may need to go, right now, he's the the NXT champion. And, you know, SmackDown is just going to have to deal with it. You know, I may send him over there and he still do his thing, at least in the tag division, because Nathan needs his partner. Off the ropes goes Tony D. That kick right to the face, right on target to that Max, man. That's it. The reversal. Axiom going up top now, looking for something fly from the NXT champion. Top rope. Oh, he missed it. Like he went for that spinning, twisting arm drag. Didn't get it to cover. Didn't even get it to connect, rather. Tony was looking to drag him to the rope, but he escaped from Axiom. I say it all the time, when a person becomes champion, never count them out. You can never count out a champion. No matter how big the talent is across them in the stack, or no matter how much that that contender to the champion has shown over the course of the weeks leading up to the title match, the champion is a champion for a reason. No one can never say that. I know people say that sometimes, that, you know, you have weak champions. I don't believe in that at all. Look at that. We talked about vertical from Tatum, Paxley. Let's talk about the vertical from Axiom here tonight. But he's dealing with the power and the street savviness of Tony D. Oh, man. Went for something fly with the flying elbow. Didn't connect. Irish whip ran into the referee there. Referee need to get out of the way. And an overhead belly suplex, and now both of them down with the NXT title on the line, as well as a spot at King and Queen of the Ring. Well, a lot of big people already qualified, including John Cena, Drew McIntyre, and more. Brock Lesnar. And for these two to be a member of NXT and make it there, I know Andre Chase wasn't on our list. Andre Chase was not probably even had the United States Championship on his Christmas list, but it became a Christmas miracle for Andre Chase. He has won the United States Championship. Rather, that's what he won. And this could be it for Axiom right here. Oh! Tony D looking at the ref like, you counted slow, bro. That should have been 3. Tony, just stay on him, and oh my God. Forget about it, spine buster. Tony D beside himself, wondering at this point what he has to do to keep Axiom out of the game. Axiom still in it. Oh, that running spin. Axiom kick to the head. And now Tony D showing that he still has it. This is what NXT is all about. The title on the line here tonight, and the ability to be an NXT superstar in King and Queen of the Ring. Well, actually, there's King of the Ring here, of course. And went for the frog splash in a manner that even Eddie Guerrero would have been proud of. And now he just continues to work on Adam, and after missing that shot, now Tony's gonna go up himself. Something fly from Tony D. Flying elbow. He has worked over that body at this point. How much more can Axiom take? Oh God. And now this right here. He's gonna take this man out of business. He's gonna take this man out of business. Oh man. And now Nathan Frazier talking that trash, but he can't do nothing about it. If he do, he could get it. Axiom disqualified, but Axiom would keep the title if he did. But I'm sure that is not what Axiom would want, so that should not be what Nathan Frazier wants as well. The matchup is going to the outside. We still got one more incredible matchup in store for you guys tonight. When we put, yes, two of the biggest superstars in NXT and Raw in the ring. They're colliding for one spot. Tony, what are you doing? Tony, you can't win the title this way. You can go to King of the Queen Ring this way, but you can't win the title this way. You see, there's stuff like that that also needs to be checked by 2K. Into the cover. And Tony does it though. Tony wins the title after the forget about it spine buster. And you can forget about staying here in NXT any longer, Axiom. Nah. Goodbye. Have a happy holidays down there in SmackDown, because you don't belong here in NXT anymore. And you're not going to get that opportunity. The opportunity that Tony D just got to be a big part of King of the Ring. He's joining some big that time superstars now, and he's definitely etched his name among the best in ADGUniverse. But at the same token, after the night that we just had and what Andre Chase just did, who is the bigger star in NXT? Is it Andre Chase or is it Tony D? That is another question that we're gonna have to answer somewhere down the line. But for now, Tony D, celebrate, man. You got what you wanted. You have what you said was robbed from you in the debut NXT. You have the NXT championship. You said if it was one-on-one, you would get it done, and you did just that. Check out this flying elbow though. This was crazy. The height, the vertical that we talked about. And later on to forget about his spine buster, to put it away. Tony D, the new champ and the new entrant into King and Queen of the Ring. Yeah. He didn't win by submission though, but it is what it is. He still got it done. So this is the one right here, man. We talking Gunther and open Femi here, baby. This matchup for both of these stars who trying to make a big name for themselves, but only one of them is going to go forth. Both of them said they haven't gotten the opportunities in it, but Gunther, you've had opportunities, man. Femi really, he had an opportunity as well, but you know, y'all have had some opportunities. You have been the champion this year. Oba has not been champion. Oba has not been champion, so this is going to be a matchup like no other, man. I can't wait to see this match. Let's go. And don't forget, this is for opportunity in King of the Ring, as the Ring General Gunther comes to the ring. You know this is going to be a hard-hitting affair with these big boys. These some grown men. This is just like Booker T says. This is no bread. No water. This is just meat. Meaty men beating the holy hell out of one another. And that's what's going down here tonight. You talk about one of the biggest main events we've seen in NXT this season. This is it right here. This is it. You got Oba Femi doing big things in WWE, and we got him doing big things here in ADGUniverse. Tonight, Oba Femi takes on Gunther. This weekend, at Saturday night's main event, this man will take on Cody Rhodes. That's crazy. That's insane. Big moves for Oba Femi. But at the same time, token, this man in the ring general, is also having a big opportunity in WWE. And it's just like it's coinciding with what they're doing in NXT, as he will be taking on John Cena in John Cena's last time matchup, as it will end. Listen to these fans chanting for the ruler. The Ring General versus the ruler, baby. You don't have to wait any longer. It's going down right here, right now, on ADG, Rising Sports Games Network, for NXT. Yeah. Ooh. Listen to this crowd, man. It looked like the NXT fans are definitely in the building here tonight. I mean, this is the NXT building, and you would think that the majority of the fans here want to see Oba wins. He's got to be the fan favorite. As Ricky Saints called this man, the impossible. The impossible is right here in the main event. But if anyone can beat the impossible, it's the Ring General Gunther. We made it, baby. We made it to our main event. It is going down. I am missing some of the pre-show of the Video Game Awards for this. And I'm sure it's going to be well worth it. Signing the front saying the best are here. And that's right, the best are here for NXT and the best are here for this match. And Oba Femi are looking to lock in a submission, a tap out maneuver. And we heard the Ring General say that's what he wants to do to John Cena come this Saturday in WWE. He wants to make John Cena tap out. He wants to make sure that John Cena doesn't, you know, do anything this Sunday. He wants to make him do what he said he would never do in his career, and that's give up. And now these two, no water, no bread, just meat superstars going at it. This is the type of match that Vince McMahon would, I'm just going to say, glaze all over. Yes, he would. He would. And now the power over Femi. You don't see many men do this to Gunther, but the ruler can. And now they lock up again. The test of strength from the big boys. The big boys that came out to play here tonight for this NXT main event. Ooh, whip to the face goes Gunther. to Obafemi. Now the ruler's starting to see what it's all about, but both of these men starting to see what it's about. The ring general, the ruler. In our main event, this is ADGUniverse, the purest, realest wrestling simulation ever. And I don't even think I said that all night. But I really haven't been myself tonight, but I hope you guys still enjoyed the matchup. And I'm trying to just start just doing things even if I'm not at the best of my ability. As long as the words can come out of my mouth, I should be here for the show. Double axe handle. Into the cover goes Obafemi. You know, Oba was telling me that he said if he can beat this man, maybe he should also be considered for one of those ADG Rock Sports Games Network championship matches. And I told Oba, you know what, maybe I am looking for some more people out of NXT, more people from other shows on a more consistent basis to put the ADG Rock Sports Games Network Championship on the line. It just hasn't. Oh man, the back down being worked over. That's crazy what just happened. Not many men can do that over. Femi with Gunther just did as well. But more people to take on the current champion, John Cena. But John Cena's title will be on the line if he still has the ADG Rock Sports Games Network Championship during that set time. Just to be honest, Gunther may get another opportunity at the ADG Rock Sports Games Network Championship. At Saturday night's main event for the ADG Rock Sports Games Network crossover event of ADGUniverse Cross WWE. The power bomb into the cover, but at the same token, Gunther needs to think he hasn't really did much on Obafemi here, but he does have the power to end matches like that. Both of these men have power to end matches like that. And now I thought he was gonna go off the rope here, but no, he changed his mind. He's gonna just go back to the chop game here. And here we go, these two big men chopping it up, chopping it down. We talk about big woods, big redwood trees, Christmas trees. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas for these big men in ADGUniverse. I know I may be going a little bit too far, but it is what it is. We're here to have a little fun, and we're here to have a hell of a main event, and that's what we got here tonight. And now, oh my goodness, a slobber knocker. Someone call JR and tell him to bring the barbecue sauce while he's at it. We need it for all this meat. We do. We need it for all this meat. And now over with the fall from grace. Oh my God. How did it not beat Gunther? Yeah, he's going to go for another. He's going for another. He's going for another. No, no. The second fall from grace did not connect here. And now Gunther with his power bomb. The ring general with that folding Imperial powerbomb. Gunther does it. Hats off to Obafemi though, who came very close to knocking off the ring general here tonight. This right here, just one of those epic moments right here early on in the matchup with the scoop slam. And you gotta think if that second fall from grace would have hit, it would have been over. And right here was the turnaround from the ring general, placing the back of Obafemi on the ring apron. He went for that double axe handle himself. A miss there by Obafemi. The first right here, Imperial folding powerbomb from Gunther, but a kick out right there, showing that, you know, I'm Obafemi. I'm still the ruler. And right here after the slobber knocker fight, the ring general gets dropped. And then this right here, I thought it was gonna be over. I thought it was over right there. I thought Obafemi did it, the fall from grace, but no, 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 no. The ring general kicks out. He went for another fall from grace, but no, the ring general says no. Meet your match. I am Gunther, the ring general, and this is my Imperial powerbomb.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
You gotta think right now, if you're in King and Queen of the Ring, that this man Gunther might be the one that you have to beat. You gotta think this man may not be beatable. All right, stay tuned. We got the post show, and then we're gonna be out. Congratulations to the ring general, Gunther, who is now part of King of the Ring. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ADGUniverse post show right here at AD Sports Game Network for NXT. Man, what a night it was. We kicked off the night with the shocker of the ages, a new United States champion with Andre Chase. That is insane. So Andre Chase winning the United States Championship. It was a great matchup, but I think Andre Chase threw this man off of his game. I reached out to Solo for thoughts. Solo has left the building. Tatum Paxley earlier tonight continues her winning ways against Jada Parker, but it was the things that happened after the matchup which went crazy, and that was the fact that JC Jane came down. She attacked Jada Parker herself. JC Jane also asking for a shot in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament as well. We'll see what happens with that. I'm trying to get her in and maybe a qualifying match against Alexa Bliss. The idea was brought on by this matchup as she came out to sort of get involved in this matchup. Fallon Henley would not advance. Charlotte Flair will advance. You gotta think Charlotte Flair will probably be in the corner of Alexa Bliss if that match happens on SmackDown. Tony D'Angelo did what we thought. I'm gonna be honest, I thought he would do it. He did it. Tony D became the champion. Now the family here in ADGUniverse has all the gold, with Stacks having the North American Championship and Tony D having the NXT Championship. And now Axiom will go on to SmackDown, and maybe him and Fraxium can get their thing going, get their thing going on in the tag team division. Last but not least, we seen Gunther take on Femi in a crazy matchup of power and need. Yes. Gunther and Femi, one of my favorite matches I've seen all season. I may showcase this in its own edity if I have time to do so. This was a crazy match. Definitely, to me, despite all these great matches, I think Gunther and Femi was still the match of the night. I really do. A big notable to Andre Chase and Solo Sikoa, but to me, my match tonight is Gunther and Femi. You tell me what you think. Maybe I had you guys vote on these two matches, at least these two matches, and you guys let me think. You guys let me know who you think was the match of the night. All right, let's go to the power rankings, and then we're gonna be out. I am missing my video game awards, even though it's only 2 minutes over, so I'm not missing that much of it. I'm gonna shout out to my son in there and tell him to go ahead and cut that thing on in the living room. You heard me, Donovan? Go ahead and cut that thing on, bye. All right, so looking at these rankings, Seth freaking Rollins kind of doesn't belong in there, but he's in there because some crazy thing about me. So let me go ahead and edit my roster real quick if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna take him off, take Seth Rollins off there. That scares me every time I see that. So he was down here for the tournaments, and he was defending the Riot Sports Games Network Championship at one time. So that's another reason why people think. So we're gonna continue on here. I could have went back into the other thing, but I went in here. You got Solo on NXT too. We got to take Solo out. That's another reason I went this way. It makes it easier. Gotta take Gunther out as well. See, this is another thing people don't understand about universe mode. Universe mode, you know, it takes some work. Like if that's another reason I don't like editing my videos, because it gives a illusion to what all people do, like in between the scenes. Like you don't really see it. With my post shows and kickoff shows, you can kind of see in a way what we do to make sure these shows are cool, and you have crossovers and people come across the brand and stuff. So let's go ahead and also take off Axiom, because he will not be a part of the show anymore. So we're going to take Axiom off. And we got to take Charlotte out. Well, it was a one night kind of thing. All right, so now we can go back to our power rankings and check everything out. So it's crazy though. Fallon Henley, I don't know what's going on with Fallon Henley, how she keeps managing this. She's maybe because she was in the ring with Charlotte Flair, I don't know. But the board of directors are saying that Charlotte and Fallon Henley was so good that Fallon Henley belongs at the top of the rankings. What is going on? Brooks Jensen, who proved to be one hell of a competitor as well. He's gonna get some more future shots. It has not happened yet, but he is gonna get a future shot in the North American division. So Stack, be on the lookout, bro. Blake Monroe, as we mentioned tonight, another great competitor at number 3. She did not compete tonight, but she competed a couple weeks ago in a great matchup. And then we have the NXT Women's North American Champion. I know I need to change that her with the TNA title and stuff, but you know, I love that picture. I'll change it when I get around the time too. But the NXT Women's North American Champion, Jacy Jayne, at number 4. Number 5, Andre Chase. I think he belongs near the top after beating Solo Sikoa, a guy that no one could beat, a guy from SmackDown. Andre Chase, to me, deserves that spot. And in fact, I'm about to change that right now. Andre Chase, you deserve that number 1. I'm giving you that number 1 spot after tonight. I'm just saying, maybe I should put one man up a little bit more than this. And I know you're like, what are you doing? Why are you editing? Because it seems like the 2K board of directors, I am the owner of this thing. I have some kind of say so on things. I think Tony D'Angelo, and if you think differently, let me know in the comments below. But I think Tony D definitely deserves that spot at number 2. He may say a little something like, why you put me behind Andre Chase? Andre Chase just won the United States Championship, bro. He proved that he has what it takes to maybe make it on the main card. You beat Axiom. It was a good matchup. Axiom is a SmackDown superstar now currently as well. But no, you guys, I'm putting you here, okay? I may change some more here because I'm tired of the 2K board of directors. Fallon Henley, you dropped the number 5 after I did that. You should drop a little further if you ask me. Shannon Stacks Lorenzo, I think deserves a bigger spot than you, so I'm gonna put him ahead of you as well. Lash Legend, I think she deserves a bigger spot than you, even though she hasn't been competing. I'm gonna put her there as well. Over Femi, after his night, I'm gonna keep him at number. You know what? I still think he's better than you, so I'm gonna put Over Femi at number 7. Fallon Henley, you at number 8 now. Lexus King, I'll keep you at number 9. Nathan Frazier, you don't even supposed to go here no more, so that's gonna probably belong to Kalani Jordan once I take you off the card. So I'm gonna take Nathan Frazier off the card. That's probably gonna give number 10 to Kalani Jordan. And now you have my readjusted power rankings. If you think someone else belongs in those spots, let me know. Lexus King and Kalani Jordan have had some matches and have competed it. We still have not seen Ethan Page in action, but he's at number 11 just based upon, you know, what he does in WWE. So those are my spots, man. I'm actually gonna change JC too, because JC won the title, and I'm gonna put her here. And honestly, Lash as well, since she has the big title, I'm gonna put her ahead of Jason. So Andre Chase at 1, Tony James at 2, Lash 3, 4 JC, 5 Stacks, 6 Blake, 7 Opal Femi, 8 Fallon Henley, 9 Lexus King, and 10 Kalani Jordan. And remember, this will add attributes, and now Andre Chase has 3 stats going for him, and Andre Chase could be the surprise superstar of the year at this point. He has the biggest upset. You got to think Andre Chase, I don't know, you tell me, what's the big upset? Andre Chase on solo or Kiana James on AJ Lee? Both of them 2 of the biggest upsets so far this year. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be making polls galore if I keep doing this show as often as I plan on doing it. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode of NXT, and I'll see you guys next video. I'm out of here. Peace.